3 long years since you were last in the Test squad. How does it feel?
Yeah, it's exciting. I think it puts into perspective, the red ball focus this summer. It sort of just brings me back down and makes everything worth it. Not having played any white ball already this summer, focusing on Shield cricket, getting consecutive games in, it makes it all worth it.
And one step closer to an Ashes dream as well. I'm guessing this would be one of the things that you've dreamt growing up?
Yeah, 100%. It's one of the biggest series that you can possibly be involved in, so super exciting. But the focus is if I do get a game, to just make sure that I'm doing everything that I have done up until this point. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself, albeit part of the squad. It's an amazing squad to be a part of. So it's just about not putting too much pressure on myself now.
Do you feel like you are better prepared than last time around?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the way that things have gone this year, bowling-wise, feeling really, really good. Batting's coming along nicely, so just trying to add every sort of string to my bow as I can after my shoulder injury, and not being so dynamic in the field, batting and bowling. I'm very happy with it at the moment.
Did you have an inkling that you were going to get picked in the squad? Obviously, it's been a real red ball focus for yourself this summer.
It's always been in the back of my mind, but I've said in sort of this whole summer already that the focus has been sort of what's in front of me, and that's playing Shield cricket and enjoying that. Because you don't get picked for Ashes squads or to get picked for Australia without performing and having fun. So that's been the main focus. And having said that, there's still another Shield game to go, so I don't want to peak too early, just make sure I get through this next one.
Walk me through finding out sort of what the reaction was and how you sort of felt about it.
Yeah, it was strange because I was actually, George Bailey was at the game at the Gabba, and he sort of gave me the tap on the shoulder then. So it was more about quickly putting that away and still focusing on what the job was at hand for WA. So it was excitement, it was relief, and like I said before, it just put everything into perspective and was like, this red ball focus has been worth it.
Is that what your plans sort of long term now will be as well, that you just kind of go like, my body is the way it is, I'm just going to be sort of a red ball specialist, or are you hoping to kind of be able to mix and match a little bit long term?
I think ideally mix and match would be great. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one particular format. I think, the way that I've been able to perform for the Scorchers and in white ball cricket, I still think there's definitely a future there, and I do enjoy playing white ball cricket. So if I can be in and out of every format, that would be the ideal for me. So I'm definitely not pigeonholing myself.
And any kind of inkling or discussions about how many fast bowlers that they'll take into the first test, where you sort of sit there?
No, not at this stage. Like I said before, there's still another game to go through, and it's unpredictable. At the best of times. So it's just about preparing the best that I can. And if I do get a game, then fantastic. I've had a little taste of Test cricket already, so I know what it's about, albeit an Ashes series. It's still really exciting.
So, Richard, did George give you the tap on the shoulder after the 8 wickets or during the game, or when exactly was it?
It was late in the game during a rain delay, so there was still plenty to think about, and there was certainly still a job to do out in the middle. But a big focus for me as well this year has been able to control certain emotions, and that's something that I've worked on for a long time now, is not getting too high or too low. So to be able to find out news like that and then still go out there and do a job for the team is great from a personal point of view. I feel like it has allowed me to really reassure myself that I'm in a good headspace at the moment. So yeah.
How many of those 8 wickets did you take after you found out?
I can't exactly remember. I think we may have been batting at that stage trying to get some runs, but the way that the wicket was and the weather hanging around, there was certainly still a job to do with the bat. Thankfully I wasn't required though.
And what about the freak back thing? Was you walking back to your mark or something, just went seized up?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was just warming up to bowl. We were obviously bowling first, and then all of a sudden just was on the floor, couldn't really move. Back was seizing up. It was tough to breathe, but it was just one of those things that it was sort of out of your control. And as soon as you sort of change your mentality to like, I can't really control this, then you're kind of at ease with it a bit more. So then the focus then quickly shifted to how we're going to get up for the second innings. And the medical staff here are amazing, and we got the job done and got up for the second innings. And yeah, was just happy to be a part of that first game because it had been so long. It was 2 years since I'd played a red ball game.
Have you spoken to Cam Green at all, the Master
I haven't actually spoken to him today. I'm sure I'll flick him a message a little bit later on saying congratulations and can't wait to be a part of this journey with you. So I'll talk to him later on, but I haven't yet.
And Ash and then also Mitch as well in sort of the extended squad. I mean, that's obviously a good opportunity still for them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And for them to be able to press their case, we've obviously seen how well Mitch has done in the World Cup, and that's really special for him. I think, it's popped up how, one day Mitch said he's hopefully going to win Australia over again, and I think he's done that. It's such an amazing job for him and for Ash to be a part of that as well. I think they're certainly not out of the question. I'm sure that they would have been part of the conversation. So for them to be there or thereabouts is really positive for them too.
On the shoulder, were there any times where you doubted you'd come back to test level?
Oh, I think naturally, an injury like that sets you back for so long, there's certainly some of those negative thoughts that come in, and whether or not I'm going to get back to where I was, or if I can swing the ball or have my variations or whatever. So I think my white ball participation in the lead up to now has probably been a good stepping stone for that, and even playing red ball cricket again this year, to know that I can bowl that many overs relatively unscathed, I think puts me in a good place shoulder wise.
What's the schedule like from here? Obviously you take on Tassie, and then do you sort of stay over east after that and link up with the squad?
Yeah, so we'll link up pretty soon. So I'll definitely be available for this next Shield game. So go over there, play that, and then we link up a couple of days after that.
Your thoughts on the Shield, top of the ladder at the moment, like you are in the One Day Cup as well?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a focus for us for so long as a WA group, is how are we going to win the Shield, and we've had some amazing conversations. We've been really positive with our review. We've worked so hard in pre-season, and to be able to experience our pre-season sort of over the last few years, being in and out of WA pre-season, to experience a full one and know what happens behind the scenes at WA level has been amazing. The guys that we've got here have been fantastic. So we're in good stead, but the job's not done. So we've got to make sure that we're raring and ready to go to get it back.
Yeah, a bit of shame with Sauce. He's going to be out for a little bit, and Joel as well. He'll probably be in doubt for the next game.
Yeah, look, really unfortunate for those guys, but I think credit to them for hanging around, especially during the Gabba game. They both went down quite early. It would have been easy for them to say, look, get me on the next flight home. I want to go home to family. But the fact that they hung around, they've got kids at home as well. So for them to hang around means a lot to us as a group. I think it just shows how much of a family we really are. But yeah, look, no doubt that they'll get back as soon as they can.
So playing in the Ashes is obviously a boyhood dream. You must have thought of someone who you're looking forward to bowling to. I mean, is it always going to be Joe Root, or?
I think just being a part of the whole setup for an Ashes campaign is going to be amazing. I think the hype, the build up towards an Ashes series is amazing, and it sort of just gets you up and about, gets your blood flowing. So I'm really excited. I haven't thought that far ahead on who I want to bowl to or who I desperately want to get out. It's just about savouring this moment and just knowing that I'm ready to go. I mean, look, it would be great. I'll take any. I'll take a wicket. I'll take one.